Hello, welcome back. Told you it would only be a few minutes. I like this setup. This is cool. We went from Smash to porn. The CT, depending on how you use the term Smash, it's not that far of a transition. Yeah, Roxette, that's a little weird. I mean, it's you know, I'm gonna play it, but it's not. Totally not talking about butts. This stream is sponsored by Nintendo. Please buy Nintendo. Nintendo. This stream is not sponsored by Nintendo, but again, if Nintendo wants to buy me anything as a thank you for showing off the little cloth here, we're good. All right. So for anybody who is at least is the least skeevy gamer. For anybody who is not familiar with this, welcome. This is the viewer topic portion of the show, but we've integrated this practice where we clean SNES games. A lot of people have never really seen them, so I just thought that this was kind of an interesting thing to do. If it's not, I apologize. Nintendo will buy you an opportunity to give them your ad revenue. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start with one game, and then we got like 5 games here to clean. So if you guys have any topics or questions, topics that you want to discuss, or questions that you want to ask, go right ahead. For right now, we're going to start appropriately so with Donkey Kong Country. So yeah, that's really all we do here. We open up the games and we check out the connectors. We clean them up. We clean the outsides a little bit. I do like that the camera is like. I thought you just blowing the cartridge really hard to clean it. Yeah, that's still Rocky Bear. It's still porn related. What is all I need to do to clean cartridges? All you need is a little bit and some time and patience and some 91% alcohol and some Q-tips and you're good. What I would do if someone sells a fake game or got a fake game or damaged after the time runs out. Unfortunately, you are stuck with it. If the time has run out to refund it. What I would recommend is you keep that game forever and ever and you keep it on your shelf and you look at it constantly and you use it as a reminder that from now on when you're going to buy expensive games, you go and you buy one of these bits. Okay. And whenever I go and buy an expensive game, I bring the bit with me and I say, can I open it and take a look at the inside? And I compare it to PCB pictures from the internet and I make sure that it is a legit one. I don't have alcohol. I will be sure to get it. Now, remember, 91% isopropyl rubbing alcohol, not vodka. They are not interchangeable. You can't clean it with vodka. You can't drink the isopropyl. I mean, you can do both of those things, but it is not going to work out well for you. The back of either NES, SNES, or N64 cartridge tell you specifically not to blow in the cartridge. Yeah, nobody cares. Are you still going to do N64 cartridge? I need to try an N64 cartridge to see how complicated they are to take apart, because I know that they're not the most simple things. Hey, look, the battery didn't leak. All the battery backup ones that we've had at this point have leaked all the way down. This one has not leaked. This one isn't even in a box. This is a cartridge only. It should be more susceptible to the humidity, and it's not. Moonshine NES cleaning. Does Budweiser work? No, but if you drink enough Budweiser, you'll think it works. Well, not leak. Just sort of like the corrosion starts to drip down, but the batteries still worked. They still held the charge and they still held the save. But yeah, they were all leaked up. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3. It looks like 4 of the 5 games today have were probably battery backup games. So I'm assuming one of them is going to be leaky. So I don't know. Is it just corrosion? Is it just some sort of leaky corrosion? Because it's like all here, like drip down. It's all messed up, but they still work. The cartridge didn't leak Smash info. Did someone say leak? Yeah, well, if the cartridge leaked Smash info, I would have to ban it from chat. Thoughts on leakers? Do you like them? Do you dislike them? I dislike them. I dislike game leaks. I dislike game leakers because they are spoilers. That's exactly what they are. You know, it's okay if you have jokey ones. It's okay if you say, "Hey, did you guys hear that the character from Wild Gunman made it into Smash Brothers?" Yeah, I used that reference twice. What of it? Because nobody's gonna believe that. But when you start leaking things that might be legit, that's kind of a problem. I don't like it because yeah, it's spoiler culture. You know, where happened to the secrets? You know, where are all the secrets? Where's the surprise? But yeah, I dislike. Here's what I dislike about people who do like leaks and spoils and stuff like that. Like, here's what I dislike the most about them. They know that it bothers people. You can't. They know that it bothers people, so they do it specifically to bother people. That is like sociopathic behavior. You know what I mean? If you walked around insulting people just because you know that it upsets them when you do that, you're insane. Yes, gorgeous. It is a cultural problem with internet subculture in gamers, or should we stop following? Oh, is it a cultural problem with internet subculture in gamers, or should we stop following? No, I don't think it is a inherent problem in gaming subculture. I think it is individuals who want to be jerks to people. Yeah, okay, see, look, it's still got my saves on there. I think these are my saves. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Oh yeah. Woohoo! God, this is like, I just remember my mind being blown. Yeah. Oh. Woo! 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 Oh no! There we go. He fell. Okay. They do it to bother other people. Thought it was just because they like being ahead. No, I think that you can like being ahead of the curve and just tell people that you know. The fact that they go out there and they actively make sure to tell people. Let me put it this way. When I used to play WoW, there would be people that would come into the city chat in WoW and tell everybody the big spoilers, because we would play WoW during when Walking Dead was on, and there would be people that would come into the chat specifically to spoil it, specifically to tell people, hey, this big thing just happened. And it's like, you're not doing that to benefit anybody but yourself. You think that feels good. Greg clean his cart and haunted saves appear. Does cleaning the cartridge possibly damage save game? No, because these batteries are soldered into place. By the way, this is Donkey Kong Country 2. These batteries are soldered into place, so you're not going to accidentally bump the battery and knock it out of there. What you may find out is that the battery has corroded, or the connectors have corroded or something. Streamer, your layout has the gameplay in a tiny window. Yeah, because the gameplay is secondary to what we're doing here. Yeah, that sounds a bit silly, but most of the leaks that I see lately are just originate on stuff. It doesn't matter where they are, but that's what I'm saying, though. The originator is the jerk then. I mean, the spreader is also kind of the jerk. Oh, there's a sticker on that one. The spreader is also the jerk. Some leakers actually get paid to do it. Some of them do, but you know what? If I got paid to push people down the stairs you wouldn't accept me justifying it as, oh, well, I got paid to do it. I didn't do it because I wanted to. I got paid to do it. You accepted the money to do it, though. So you are doing it. There is a part of you that is doing this because you want to do it. Because somebody could come up to me and say, hey, there's this big game secret. I'll give you $1,000 to spoil it. I would probably look at them and say, is there any way I can spoil it in private? Because $1,000 is $1,000. And $1,000 means a new computer and a new capture card, and our streams could be much better here. Kitty's dong Suave. No. Or at least don't say that out loud in public. Yeah, I'd love to get paid to push people down the stairs. Do I get to choose the people? There you go. I think that's my question. This one looked really dirty, but then it's not super dirty. I don't know if you guys can see that. Now my question is how they obtain. Oh, they get that info from various sources. I know that a lot of them are data miners. Some people are. I strongly suspect that a lot of those people who do those leaks, in some way or another, are connected to the inner workings of the company. You know what I mean? Like they know somebody in the company, or they themselves are leakers from inside the company. In all honesty, I do believe that some leaks are leaked by the company just to generate buzz. You know, the last batch of Steven Universe episodes was leaked. And it's like, well, maybe Cartoon Network did that because then it would generate buzz about it. Hey, Aqua Sakura. Do you know that much money? Do you think mobile apps where you can win real money are just scams? Not really. I don't think they're scams because I think they're making more money than they're giving away, which is just that's like saying that's a scam is like saying gambling at a slot machine is a scam, which it kind of is. All right. What? Hold on. Oh, there we go. All right. Why is it? Come on. It's like, get in there. There we go. What was that about? Hold on. Like a piece of paper or something jammed in there. My uncle works at Nintendo. I'm back from a long day of work. Well, welcome, Aqua Sakura. Welcome to Relaxation Chat. Viewer topics, if you've got anything you wanted to ask about. What did everyone like about the Smash Direct? Oh yeah, Aqua, that was actually the first hour. We talked about the Smash Direct. I liked a lot of the reveals and stuff. I don't know, it looks like it's shaping up to be the biggest game ever. People like being in on that info. They're not supposed to. Yeah, and you know what, Mambo? Everybody's like that. That is the whole I knew about this band before they were popular. It's all that same culture. I need to work at Nintendo so I can be the uncle that works at Nintendo. Ooh. Look, that one didn't work. Hold on. It might just be my Super Nintendo itself, I think, needs to be cleaned at some point. Yeah, that one's not working. Hold on. Hold on. What's a game that you love no one has ever heard of? What is a game that I love that no one has ever heard of? Love? I don't know about love. I know there are a lot of games that I really like that people have never heard of. Skygunner. I used to think Battle of Olympus, and apparently everybody has heard of that game. This is like, hold on, that was in there. Yeah, I don't know. Star Tropics. I thought you said let's talk about KFC. Hey, we can talk about KFC. Is it working? Wow, yeah, this game is not working. Hold on. Let's get another dry Q-tip in here. Uh-oh. I can tell you that when I played this game years and years and years ago, it was not this copy of the game. This copy of the game has been tested, but is relatively new. I think it's only like a year or 2 years old. Hyperdimension Neptunia game. It looks interesting. Skygunner as in the funny rail shooter with the... Yes, yes. Yeah, it was a PS2 game. Wow. Hold on. I'm going to do it. Interesting. Oh, wait, I think it was working. Nope. Wow. Okay, we might have a first hit the cartridge. We might have our first dud. I may have to scrub this one. The connectors actually don't look too bad. Oh, wow. I mean, again, yeah, you see, I pressed really, really hard, and more crud came off of it. Yeah, DKC2 is easy to replace. Yeah. If this was like my Dracula X, I'd be pissed off, but... Come on, baby. Wait. No, we got some sort of weird red screen. It's in there. The game is in there. Hold on. Gotta try all the weird things. You gotta pull it up and position it differently, and yeah, Super Campus Challenge. Oh my god. Yeah, what was that? Campus Challenge 94? Is Dracula X for the SNES worth it? It's not worth it for the price that you have to pay for it. I mean, I'm sure you can find a ROM of it somewhere. You know, while you still can. Wow. Hold on, I'm going to do it. Oh my god, I thought that worked. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, Rondo of Blood is worth it, as in it's not a horrible game. It's not as good as the first game or the PC Engine game. It's not as good. Wow. See, yeah, hold on. I'm getting like I'm getting a lot more crud off of them now. What about Bloodlines on the Sega Genesis? Oh, Bloodlines is an amazing game. ROMs will always be available. Yeah, with all that stuff, we're not going to really talk about the emulation stuff that's going on. But let's be honest here. Those ROMs, they're going to be accessible. They'll go away for a little while and then they'll come back. If you know somebody that has them, they're going to trade them. Like, it's like when AM2R, when all the AM2R drama stuff happened. It's like the game. It's easy to get. Trust me. Here we go. Every time I cleaned it, I got more crud off of it. There we go! Yay! What's Bloodlines without blood? It's just lines. then it's Mambo. Then it's Cocaine the game. Woo! All right, I knew it worked. I know I've tested all of these games before. But I don't think I've ever cleaned this game. Alright. Cocaine Mania. Okay. Cart pulled through. Alright. Now, I know this is going to come as a surprise to you guys, but the next game we're going to clean, is Donkey Kong Country 3. I know this comes as a shock. My question is, this label looks like a repro label. This label is not a repro label. One of the Majesco, this company used to like reproduce games. You heard of Reconstruct the DKC song? No, I haven't heard any of that music yet. I haven't heard like the Castlevania music or anything like that yet. Unfollow. All right, so this is Maxwell SHVC. Okay, yeah. This is a legit Mascrom. This is a legit copy of the game, but this is one of the. There was a company, a later print. Later print is probably a good way to say it. It was another company that took over, and they made everything cheaper. If you some Genesis games, there are Genesis games where there are hard boxes, and then there are the same version of the game have the cardboard boxes. Normally, the cardboard box games were released by a company called Majesco, and they were contracted with releasing like the reproduction of games later on. They were officially licensed, but they were always the labels always had a weird texture to them. The plastic, especially on the Genesis games, the plastic felt cheaper, and sometimes the boards were a little bit different, but the games were all exactly the same. Why did they reconstruct it? Yeah, they were just for for productions later on. Think of them as hardback edition and paperback. I'm not sure. No, Elements. This was in the U.S. They were all made in Mexico. The Majesco thing, if your game says made in Mexico, there's a good chance it's a Majesco re-release. Okay. These connectors look like they have some damage to them, believe it or not. There's a couple of let's see how well this shows up on camera. Oh, it actually does show up. There's a couple of spots like right here and right here. They are like damage. It's not rust, it's like damage. That's a lot of damage. And look, all the batteries have been good. That is a good analog with the. Yeah, that's really are the original print. No, Rocks. There's not usually a price difference between one and the other. Nothing really dramatic. Only the most specific collector would complain about which one is which. But there are probably some collectors out there who would want. Like I have Metroid. I have the gray label with the pixel art and the repro label. I don't care that I had one or the other, although for Metroid I did want the pixel art one. But for Zelda, for instance, the gold cart is the original, and then the gray cart was the reproduction later. I don't care that I don't have a gray cart. I saw this boat in half. All right. So you had some damage, but you look like you were in good shape. Perfect. Wow, graphically this looks much cleaner than the other two. I mean, obviously it should. What did AM2R coincide with? AM2R didn't coincide with anything at the time that we thought, but it turned out later that they were making Samus Returns. Okay, I don't know who Rob is, but your game is gone. All right, so that works. Okay. All right. Let's get into the big boys here. You know what? We'll do the big boy last. We'll do this big boy first. This is Dragon View for the Super Nintendo. I just picked this box up for like $5. It needs to be ironed. I I iron them a certain way. And I literally mean like with a clothes iron. I have a great Echo Fighter for Rob. Who would be an Echo Fighter for Rob? Don't say Johnny Five from the Short Circuit movies. All right, we have a lot of sticker residue here. So the first thing I want to do is get that sticker residue off. Fighting Robot. Oh my God, Fighting Robot Labo. Give me a Labo character. Sort of, Rocks. Yeah, like I said, we're not going to get into that, but yeah. So we got a lot of sticker residue here. This game is interesting. I never played this game. This was a I was picking up a bunch of games, and I happened to pick this one up, and come to find out that it is actually a relatively expensive game. I didn't know. I've never played it. Okay. All right. So. All right. Remember, always have a paper towel handy before you start to get it off. Right? No. Yeah. That wasn't me blowing in the connectors. That was me blowing in between the little slots of plastic there. Okay. So we'll use a little more. The Q-tips will work great, but if you're going to wipe surface areas, just a little paper towel. Little piece of paper towel or something. Try not to use toilet paper. Toilet paper breaks apart with liquid when it gets wet. So it makes little pieces of paper that go everywhere. Paper towels are the best. Wipe off the residue. Always wipe off the residue because the alcohol does leave residue. And it smells terrific. Oh wait, who's Icy McMelon Tits? Who's that? Who are we talking about? She is boobs and back pain incarnate. Hold on, who do we want here? I need to link you that LRG video on box maintenance. Okay. Stop sniffing the alcohol. Yeah, who's the back pain character that we're talking about here? I think I missed that part. Okay. I'm sitting here cleaning it, and that's like, do that on camera. Okay. So the rest of it looks pretty good. All right, so let's open this baby up. Ugh. Oh, the Ice Maiden. I never played. I didn't play either one of the Xenoblade games. SGB drunk lab would be too much. I don't know. I think it would be, personally. I think it would be fun as hell. Character. Oh no, Suave. I know who you're talking about. Oh my God. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this. Here we go. Look at. Oh my God. Look at all of that. Use oxy pads for cartridge. I probably wouldn't. That's not. I don't think that's a strong enough alcohol. Oh my God! Here's where that cocaine was that I've been missing. All right. Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I've been expecting to find because we keep finding in certain games. A big chunk of my battery backup games have looked like this. Use Flex Seal quick. That's a lot of leakage. All right. Oh man, yeah. So for this, the worst thing about this is that the Q-tips, they catch onto the pins, the pin sticking up, and they disintegrate. Here, I'll show you. I hate doing this with the Q-tips. That's why I like having the paper towels here. So we're good there, and then we start to hit the pins, and then the Q-tips just start to fall apart. Okay, I try and avoid them as much as I can. Damn it. Damn it. We haven't even gotten to the pins yet. To the connectors. Hey, Arwing. So what did I miss? Our Arwing, I hid some cocaine years and years ago, and apparently we found it. It's been disguising itself as a leaked battery this entire time. Okay. Oof. All right. Man, that was a rough one. Got to go with the green. Oh, Q-tips die, not the pins. Yeah. Whew. It's everywhere, man. This capacitor is friggin'... Good Lord. And watch, when we turn it on, the game is probably going to work fine. All the pins are there. Everything is looking tip-top. Well, looking better than it was like 5 minutes ago. This is the grossest mother chip I've ever seen. Okay, so let's... More of that. More of that. Oh, man. It's like caked onto everything. We haven't even started cleaning the connectors. Ugh. All right. Let's start cleaning. We got to clean the inside too. We can't even just leave the inside of the game that way. How the hell do you have this happen at all? Suave, I don't know. I didn't think any of mine had this. These have never been water damaged or anything like that. I mean, somebody was telling the last time we were here. Oh man, the last time we did this, somebody mentioned that humidity does this. And humid is the name of this room, so it does get humid. This resistor, I hope, is going to work because the connector is rusted out. It's still connected, but it's all rusty. Wow. Yeah, man, I didn't imagine any of them would look this bad. Is this pre-owned? Oh yeah, these are all pre-owned. Whew. All right, let's clean these pins. Scrub these pins good. Don't worry about breaking the chip. Like I used to do this, and like I don't want to put too much pressure on it. The Q-tip will bend long before the chip breaks. You know, just don't put your finger directly over it and push down because that'll break it. But you want to put some effort into it because you want all that residue, all that gross residue on the connectors, you want to come off. And you do need to put some pressure on it. Like I'm doing it with my finger on it, but I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure. But you see, like if you can see it, it's making the Q-tip filthy. Should I check my PS1 games for leakage? No, Rocky Bear, unfortunately I am about to terrify you. You should not check your PS1 games for leakage. You should check your PS1 games for something called disc rot, which is that the disc actually starts to rot through and leave gaps. When there are gaps, the game doesn't work anymore. Disc rot is I don't like using this parallel, but it is the best parallel. Disc rot is essentially cancer for CD-based media, and it is going to affect everything. This PS1, all disc-based games will be affected by disc rot, whether it is the cheap label that is on the disc or the disc itself, the information that's on there itself. It has started to happen. I have a buddy of mine that sold his entire Saturn collection. He had a massive Saturn collection. He opened up one of his games and saw disc rot, and the game wouldn't work, and he panicked and sold everything else. He got rid of all of it. How did this get that? How did this get that condition? Bad physical conditions will expedite the situation. Unfortunately, it is something that's just going to happen. it does just develop. Is it possible to scratch a chip by pushing too hard? That I'm not sure of. I'm not too familiar with that, with the technology enough to say that you can do that. I would just avoid doing it just to be safe. Oh, I have all of this crud in there. It's so gross. PS4 discs, PS3 discs. I have never heard of anybody talking about any sort of technology to stop it from happening. So as far as I know, disc rot is just, I think it is just the reality of physical media. Wikipediaing it is probably the best idea on it. Yeah, you can check it out. I have a game that, it's not disc rot, but I do have a game that won't work anymore. But apparently it's a common thing. Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. My disc 1, the label is all jacked up on it, but you need the label. You need something on the other side of the disc to stop the laser from just shining through, so it doesn't work. Mark, I've heard 30 years. They used to say 30 to 50 years for something like disc rot to really start to become a significant problem. That sounds so far off, but you need to consider that a lot of these games were made 20-something years ago. You know, PlayStation games were what, 1995, 1998, in that range. 1998 was 20 years ago. So this is starting to happen. Games that were kept in poor conditions are probably the first ones that are going to start feeling this. These are realities. This is the reality of physical media. That's why we talk about game preservation. That's why we talk about wanting to be able to buy these games for years to come. And your friend sold his whole collection knowing other games might... He didn't want to get to the point where the games were worthless. I mean, he didn't mind. He had a great collection and he loved his collection, but yeah, I should probably put the chip in there. But yeah, once he saw that, he was like, you know what? He knew that eventually the things were going to be worthless. Laser rot is also a thing for lasers. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, there are some disc-based games that are really clean, no scratches, but they still don't work. That's disc rot. It starts to break into it. You know, you see the same thing with all kinds of magnetic media, 8-track tapes and cassette tapes. You know, they work fine, they look fine, but they don't work, and people don't understand why. And it's a reality that physical media, physical material it starts to disintegrate. Oh, CT, I think we're a long way from that, but I think we're getting to the point where you're going to see more digital sales than physical sales, but I think we're a long way from it just dominating completely. Mark, I would say that cartridges seem to have held up better than discs. More prevalent in Sega games than in PlayStation games. I think it's just something that's going to happen. All right, so this, I mean, you saw how gross it was in there. You saw how disgusting it was, and it works. Whatever the hell kind of game it is. Because I don't actually know what kind of game this is. Alex. No. Yeah, I don't even know what kind of game this is. It's like an RPG. In fact, at some point, things are going to deteriorate. Yeah. Alright. What is this? Alright, yeah, okay. Oh, is this... What is this? Is this like a... Haha, yeah, okay. Let's just skip ahead, come on. We don't need a tutorial. We don't need storyline. So in a way, Switch games will outlast. Rocks, theoretically, yeah, they could. If you take care of your Switch games, theoretically, they could outlast. Okay. Arsenal. Whoa, this is kind of cool. Oh yeah, it is a bit of a free roaming. You do have some free movement. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Ugh. Oh, dude, we're gonna have to try this. All right, we'll have to try this out sometime. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Super long visual novel. All right, one more game to clean. Stream when? Yeah, I don't know. One more game to clean. Here we go. Speak of the devil. And his name is Dracula X. SNES stream. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try some more of that game. Rando. Now you're speaking my language. Dracula Triple X. All right. So okay. So here's the thing. This game is complete-ish. Data rot was data corruption. Yeah, the data corruption. This is the clamshell of the box. This is not the full box. I got this game. This is one of my favorite games. I got this game from a place called Video Update on, let's see if the date is here, June 2nd, 1999. I paid, I don't know if it'll show up. No, it wasn't going to show up. How about that? Sort of. I paid $6.41 for this game. Because of that, it is one of my favorite games. Look, it's the guy from Smash. Cool manual. Brightly colored. Look at it. Very nice. Like handsome Richter. Crazy looking young Dracula. Oh, nice Richter. I should probably do scans. I should probably take scans of all of these. I'm sure they're on there. I'm sure the scans of this manual are on the web, but on the web, the World Wide Web, the Internet of Knowledge. Look, space for your codes. All right. Remember, folks, this game is like $300 now. All right. So, yeah, I've had this game with the clamshell and the manual forever and my receipt. And then I bought the tray separately. All right. So here we go. Teen Dracula. I will give you $20 for it. Well, easy there, GameStop. This is one of the games that I used to consider selling. I'm like, I'm not going to sell this game. I would never sell it. I would sell my Mega Man X2 and 3 before I sold this. This is why you don't trade in games at GameStop. Well, no, yeah, don't throw out the clam cases to them. Yeah, Video Update used to cut their boxes, and then they had a plastic case that they would put that in there. So that's how I got... That's why I have the box and everything like that. Look at that. This is what people pay $200 for. This right here. The little pieces of plastic, the label, official label. This is it. Okay. It's so tiny. Yeah, because there's no battery backup or anything. The bigger ones are always either the battery backup or the stuff, the CX4 or the C4. I always call it the C4 chip, or the SFX chip, the FX chip. Star Fox, Stunt Race, that crazy motorcycle game that we played. It breaks. God, I hope not. All right. I don't think it's going to break as I'm being super duper careful with it. Residue off. Alrighty. Let's get the other side there. You get a whole Q-tip per side, just because you're a special fancy boy. It's not even data. Yeah, it's not the data on the chip, because you can get the data on the chip anywhere with less places than you used to be able to. It's the chip. It's the plastic. You know, it's the label, because people will deduct a lot of money off of you have a repro label. Justifiably so, but okay. Those are sharp looking connectors. They are beautiful. All right. So let's do that. Let's get this back together. Looks like there's a little bit of glue, a little bit of sticker residue here. So we're going to try and take that off. What's that? Open all my NES games, no battery leaks. Granted, that's my 11th. Well, I don't have 1,100 SNES games because there weren't that many. No free cocaine in your swab. Okay. So let's clean the outside a little bit. Did I even get? There you go. Okay. Clean the outside. Let's get some of that sticker residue off. What did I say? Always have a paper towel handy before you go to get it off. Freedom Planet is just female Sonic. You should stream Dracula X. If I streamed Dracula X, would you want to see the Super Nintendo version, or would you want me to try and... I mean, I'm not going to pay for a PC Engine version, although I've always wanted one. Okay. All right. Besides, I'm about to stream Dracula X. Yeah. Oh. Whew, sigh of relief. I will admit that is a sigh of relief. But for the N64, because I get bored way too quickly without a chat keeping me coming. Yeah, exactly. Here, hold on. Since that's the last one we're gonna clean. Clean capture card. Hold on. There we go. It's good music. See, this was a great game. It just wasn't better than the other version. Ever been to Comic-Con? Which Comic-Con? I've never been to like San Diego Comic-Con. I would love to go to San Diego Comic-Con, but I've never been. It's just too much drama to be able to do something like that. First level looks really great. Better than it. Trust me, this is a great game. It just, yes, it's just not as good as the PC Engine game. There are no splitting pathways. There's no the thing with the like rescuing the other girl. I don't think is in this game. Like Divine Bloodlines. Yeah, it was on the eShop for a while. It was on like the Wii Virtual Console shop and everything. It's a great game. It's definitely worth the $8 or $9 that you pay for it there. Woo! I mean, I'm apparently terrible at it, but there we go. Get a little candle pork. You know, I never even went back and did all that extra stuff in Bloodstained. Like, apparently there's a million ways to play it where you kill everybody and all of that stuff. Like, I never did any of that. Woo! Woo! Iggy, we're almost at the end. We have cleaned the last Super Nintendo game, but we are testing it out now. Oh my god. Oh no. Thank God this is the game that added that feature where the old item would drop out so you could switch it back. Don't worry, Iggy, we still are happy to have you here. Woo! Music, music. I love the fire effect in the background. Like, it's such a good game. It caught so much flack back in the day. Like, it's an awesome game. Woo! No. And of course the milky white death instead of the red for blood. It's a big Sagers. Big giant Sagers. Wow. Oh no! That's dangerous. That's a dangerous off screen. Woo! Come on. Oh, turn around. Go, go, go. Oh, that's crap. It's cat dog. That's crap. All right. All right. Here we go. Richter's Shade of Blue is so nice. It's such a it's a very great game. Meow. Ow. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, that was my fault. Damn it. Damn it. Wow. Yay. Hold on. Oh, that's right. They don't give you the frozen back. No problem, Lady Foxheart. We're almost done here. That's why. We just had to get that working. Okay. Can't believe Sage is dead. All right. But I'm glad he's an assist. All right. So that is going to call it for today. Here, I'll talk with my hands. That is going to call it for today. That's going to call it. Call it. Thank you guys so much for. Hold on. We can actually. Let's. Part of the reason we did this is so that the camera was easier to move back and forth. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for stopping in for the show. We are going to call it for today. First Mega Man, Mario, Luigi, now Sage. Thank you so much for stopping in, for hanging out, for talking about Smash Brothers and just talking about whatever, watching me clean some games here.
I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.
Thank you so much for the follow. No, take it out of studio mode. No. What is happening? Hold on. Here we go. I missed that. Thank you for the follow. I missed the name there. I don't have it set up to like give me the name. But thank you so much for stopping in, for hanging out and talking. If you are watching this on right now here on Twitch, check the links down below to follow me on YouTube and Twitter. If you are watching this on YouTube, check the links down below to follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Check Streamlabs. Let me check Streamlabs, because I hate when people follow and then I don't actually. I like to acknowledge them. So let me see what happens. Let me see what is it? Activities or something? Ah, damn it! Hold on. Hang on. Let me log in here. Yeah, because I like to. People, you could just sit here and watch, and then that could be it. Or you go through the trouble. I know it's just a click, but I like that people, care enough to give me the click. So I like to acknowledge that they're here and that they. Sonic Junior Pop. Thank you, Sonic Junior Pop, for the follow. Oh man, sorry to crack my back. Again, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. If you're watching this now, have a good day. Have a good night, and I will see you guys next time we stream. If you are watching here right now on Twitch, stick around after. We'll figure out somebody to raid. Hang on one second here. All right, we gotta get the good stuff going. All right, stick around after the show, and we'll find somebody to raid.